How goes it? So I was cleaning out my hard drive and I found this old gem of a clip. Back in 2012, I decided to do a float camping trip on the lower end of the North Umpqua. The plan was to put in just outside of a small town called Glide. Our takeout would be 24 miles away on the main Umpqua just outside of Roseburg. I would like to point out that this was before I knew anything about whitewater. The majority of my experience was drinking beer on a Class 2 run on anything that would float. So, armed with Walmart's finest inflatables, we set out on a 2-day adventure. On the first day, everything was going great. We were making great time. Before I knew it, we were about 2 miles from our first campsite. We had only one more obstacle. I know now it was a Class 3 manky drop called Dixon Falls. But back then, all I knew was I marked it as Nar on my GPS because of what it looked like on Google Earth satellite images. As we came upon it, I dropped back to make sure my camera was on. My buddy Kenny kept on going, unaware of what was downriver. As he disappeared down the channel, I could hear him hooting and hollering. As I started down the channel, I seen Kenny's boat upside down with a lot of stuff floating around it. I guess you could say it was my first yard sale. I was lucky, I barely made it through. Kenny had lost most of his food and his extra clothes. After getting what didn't sink, we paddled the short distance to our campsite. The next day was pretty uneventful. We finished off the trip. Kenny got off the river with new respect for the power of water, and I got off knowing I wanted more. And here I am, 5 years later, with a hard drive that I can't keep cleared out, full of kayaking footage, rafting footage, and just general shenanigans that I do on the river.